everybody, it's Tamika. I am here to do a process video with you guys. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm going to be making this Christmas themed loaded envelope. It's really quick and easy, and it's good for giving like little holiday gifts if you want to send something, a little Secret Santa extra to some of your crafty friends. I'm using a digital paper that was gifted to me by Anna. Anna is Lace Boutique 1. I will link her Etsy shop down below where you can purchase this Gentle Winter. She also has some die cuts available for this set, and then some other Christmas cutouts. I'll show you those downloads in a second. This is serving dual purposes. I am also using this as a design team project for the Cutting Cafe, Regina's shop, and she is she has created these little Christmas photo booths cutouts, and I decided to use the Santa and the star to add just an extra flair to my loaded envelope, and to kind of complete everything and pull it together. So I am going to show you the things that I use, so come and craft and chat with me. So this is the Gentle Winter paper from Anna's shop. I do go over this paper a little bit in the original video. I'll link that down below. Really cute die cuts, really pretty. This is another paper. This other paper is just like this except without the snow. And that design, so pretty. This is my favorite. This is absolutely gorgeous digital paper. I print this out on 110-pound weight white cardstock that I get from Michael's and Recollections brand, and these are a separate file. It's called Christmas Cutouts, and I use 3 of the cutouts on here. So I've already cut out the items that I'm using from the Cutting Cafe, and it's the snowman hat, like I said, and the star. So I'm going to put those together, and then I also will be using a little bit of diamond dust, and I'll be using some dies, a bow die and a stitched flower die that I got from our friend Auntie Allie. So the rest of the items I'll be using come from the paper collection. Of course, you'll need glue, wet glue, hot glue, ATG tape, and some bags. Oh, and some trim. This trim was just gifted to me in a recent swap, so I'm going to use the silver trim here to outline the envelope. So let's get started. I'm going to start by cutting my paper down. Again, this is 8.5 by 11 white cardstock. I'm just cutting the borders off of the paper so that I am able to get like the juicy parts of the paper without the little white borders on the end. And I'm going to use my envelope punch board to make my envelope. So I'm going to use the size that's the biggest that I can get out of this 8.5 by 11. All right, I end up cutting this down to the 8 by 8 size. So I'm going to just follow my board and score this at 3 1/8. You guys know how to use a punch board. I absolutely love this thing. This is one of my favorite purchases. Makes everything so much easier. I think I have 2 of them. I don't know why, but I do. All right, and then I'm just gonna round these corners. Okay. All right, now that my envelope is cut, I am going to do like a quick liner on here so that the inside is covered as well. And I'm just gonna go right about there. I'm actually gonna keep this border on because it allows me to use that extra space that I need. I'm just going to grab a pencil and trace this envelope, and then I'm going to fussy cut it out. I'm just going to trace the top half, and I'm just going to draw a straight line down here because I only need it for the inside of the envelope. Whoa, throwing stuff everywhere. All right, and I'm just going to follow this along the line. All right, so this is the liner, and I want to make sure I want it to have a little bit of space. Cut this off a little bit. I don't know why I keep throwing everything here. Do the same thing to this side. Have a little bit of a border. You don't have to, but just to leave a little bit of a border. Cool. And I'm just gonna round this a little bit. And I think we're set to go. Yep, that will work. So I'm gonna grab my hot glue gun, which is already over here heating, and my trim. So what I'm gonna do is give that a quick press. I'm leaving this top half open or up. I want it to be firm. So I'm gonna add this trim around the edges of this top, and then of the bottom here. I think that's it. Top and the bottom. I think that should be good enough. I'm just gonna do a little bit at a time so that my glue doesn't seize up on me, which I hate, because then you have to redo it and then it gets all clunky. So yeah, perfect. Let's do it a little bit at a time. How did that get on there? I got little what do you call those, shaker innards everywhere. Those little shaker balls that I used for the swap that I did, like, they're just popping out of the woodwork everywhere. They're so annoying. Alright, we just cut off the extra down here at the bottom. See how cute that is? And then I'm just gonna do this bottom row in the back. Hopefully I can make it to the end. I did my line too long. Yay! All right. Look how cute that is. That is so fun. All right, that's the end of that. So thank you, person who donated that. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we can put this liner on. Just like so. Kind of overlap it just a bit. That's why we left a little bit of a border to allow for that to happen. And I'm going to use hot glue since it has to go over that trim, and I'm just lining my paper here with some hot glue. And then I'm going to sit that right there. Easy peasy. Love it. Okay. And now we can seal this. I'm just going to stop and put my little fingers, not my little fingers, but I'm going to make a little mark where I need to stop with this glue so I don't go past the line. And we're done. And we're done with the envelope. Easy, right? All right. Now I'm going to take a moment, not a moment, a lot of moments. And I'm going to start to fussy cut out these elements. I'm going to cut this, and this one out of that piece. And then I'm going to cut out, actually I'm going to cut all these out because I'm going to end up gifting it inside the envelope. But some of these I'm going to use as embellishments and toppers. So I'm going to do that and I will be back. These are the ones I'm just going to cut out. I just did like a rough cut so that I could, you know, proceed with the rest of the project, and then I'll go back at the end and add or get all the die cuts cut out. But yeah, fussy cutting is a calming job, it is a tedious one as well. But yeah, this is the longest part, and I'm so impatient. But I know that it's necessary. What I could have done though was take this to my, import this into my silhouette and use my machine to cut it out. That would have been a smart idea to do. But sometimes I don't like doing things the smart, easy way. Sometimes I like to take the long road, you know, just for humbling purposes, you know. No, I'm really lying. I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh shoot, I could have imported this in and cut this out and would have been done in 5 minutes. But no, I didn't do that. And I've already ruined it now, so it's not going to be able to read it. So here we are, fussy cutting. Anyway, I just want to share that with you guys. Moving on. By the power of the fast forward button, that did not take long at all. So here are my deer. I think they're so adorable. All right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make this deer a paper clip. So I'm going to layer them right on top of each other. Try to get them as linked up as possible. Let's see. Get that smooth out. All right, so I got my silver paper clip here. I'm just going to grab some double-sided tape. All right, getting some hot glue on here. And then I'm going to add the double-sided tape. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit more over to the side here. This is the bottom piece, so and a little sliver this off a little bit and add that there. Okay, I think we're covered. Okay, and now I'm going to take these off, and then we're going to add the paper clip and then the top layer deer. And a paper clip here. Just slide it over a little bit. And then I'm going to add top layer right on top. Easy enough and super cute. Then I'm going to take this heart and I'm going to add some tape to the back and layer it. Not with some ribbon. Jeez. And I'm going to layer it with some white, on top of some white cardstock. This is going to be in the front of my envelope. So I'm going to cut around it just to add a nice little border around the edge. Again, I could have imported this into my silhouette and offset it, and it would have been a done deal, but that's too much like right. All right, and then these leaves, I'm just going to, there is already a little vein in there on the inside. I'm just following that vein. I kind of crease it with my fingers, and then I'm going to add some diamond dust to these tips. So I'm going to grab some hot glue, and I'm literally just tipping the hot glue in different places around the leaf. and I'm going to dip it in there. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one, just to add just a little bit of frostiness to this gentle winter. See how cute that is? And then this one. Really cute. Easy. Easy enough. And then while we have this, I'm set that aside. I'm going to grab my snowman, my Santa hat. I'm just going to add this layer. Oh. Add some wet glue. I'm using art glitter glue, and I get this from Amazon. I always have this link down in the description box as well. It's nice wet glue, dries fast and good. So I'm just going to layer that on top, and then I'm going to layer the bottom portion on top of here, just to create a little bit of dimension. Let's see, which way does this go? Alright, and then I'm going to do the same for this one, and these I'm going to dip in the hot glue. I'm going to not lighten, I'm going to add hot glue and then stick it in the diamond dust as well. So that's my Santa hat, and I'm just going to grab the glue, and I'm smearing it as I'm pressing it to get full coverage. Stick that in there. Okay. Look at that. Fun. I love it. Super sparkly. I think we're done with this. I like this diamond dust, it really does. One day I was making, I forget what I was making, and I'm just gonna add these, put these stars together. I forget what I was making that I was using diamond dust for, but it had gotten, I spilled it or whatever. I was doing this same kind of thing and shaking off the excess, and some had gotten on the floor. So I was at home by myself crafting, and my husband came home, and he'd walked in and was like, "Oh, what you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm wrapping up here. I'll be done pretty soon." And he took the shoes off. It's snow here, so he took his shoes off and walks where I'm crafting at to give me a hug, and he steps on some diamond dust that's on the floor. Of course, I have my slippers on, but he's like, "Oh shoot, did somebody spill glass?" I'm like, "No." And he was like, "What is that?" And so he's like all decrepit, walking, limping to the living room so he can, try to see what stabbed him in his foot. And so I'm looking around on the floor like, what could that be? And I think, oh my gosh, it's diamond dust, because this is some sharp stuff, and he must have caught it at a right angle. So he was like, "What is this?" And I was like, are you talking about the glitter? Like, I try to make it as light as possible. Like, glitter? Are you saying you stepped on the glitter and it's hurting? And he was like, "I don't know what it is, but it feels like it's glass or something." I was like, "No, it's just glitter." He's like, "That is so weird." So he doesn't know. That's my fault. I'm gonna leave it like that so nobody tells him. Nobody tell. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is paint some skewers. You can use coffee stirrers or what have you. All right, I'm going to use some acrylic paint, some white paint, and I'm going to paint these so they can be prepared to be the backing on the little props, the Christmas photo booth props from Regina's shop, and then the die cut star as well. So I'm just giving this skewer a coat. I don't know how far I need to go down. That should be enough. I'm just trying to brush it on, and so it doesn't take too long to dry. But you can also use your heat tool, or always use your heat tool for this. So I'm going to set that to dry, and I'm going to do this one as well. I'm trying to measure how far down to go, because I'm going to cut these with my little jewelry cutter things. And so yeah, be pretty easy. This would be cute too if you use a straw, if you have one, if you don't have it, any skewers, but these are easy to find. These are just left over from summer s'mores and chicken kebabs that I was making this summer on the grill. I'm going to go ahead and decorate this envelope. I'm using some holiday charm. I don't even know where this came from, but it's really pretty rose gold ribbon. It's shimmery. It's got mesh in it. It's wired ribbon. And I'm just going to use, like, see, separate it. I don't need this whole bit. I really just want like a little strip. Yeah. And I'm going to pinch the ends and go down at an angle so you can get like a cute little fishtail. So pinch the ends, and then I'm going to go down at an angle. That should be good enough. So I'm just going to add that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to add this lace first, and I'll add that on top. Just using some coordinating lace. I think it's so pretty. I'm just going to add hot glue on the side. Really easy. Easy stuff here. Try not to do complicated. Okay. So then I'm going to cut off this extra. Or, you know, I could just wrap it around. That's cute too. Yep, just wrap it around. We're going to wrap it around. Why not? Okay. And now we're going to add this to it. Right there. Okay. Easy peasy. So now we can get these little leaves going in here. Get a little this. And actually I'm going to add some diamond dust to these little roses here. I think that'll be cute. So I'm going to pop these up on some dimension. So I'm just going to go around the edges. Stick it in there. Cute. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this one. All right. I'm going to get my little dimensional here. So I don't know if you guys caught me on live. I did my first like Instagram live not too long ago, which was super cool. There's quite a few people on there, and we had a great conversation about just stuff. I was actually locked out of my craft room. Look how cute that is. Can you see that? It's so pretty. I was actually locked out of my craft room because my husband was doing some music stuff with some people. He's an aspiring producer, and they were downstairs doing music and stuff that he was selling beats for. So my craft room is, I'm gonna put this a little, I'm gonna put a little bit more tape, make this a little higher. My craft room is right next to his studio, so we share a basement. So instead of having the whole basement, we split it, but it does produce a conflict when he wants to work on music and I need to either do a video or edit a video. I can't hear because of course the Yamaha speakers are blasting. So but yeah, so I ended up doing a live because I was waiting for him to get done, and we were talking about just new Netflix stuff that was out and movies and things that people were watching and stuff like that. I did gain a lot of little, I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that. Or some shows like, I think it was Ray Donovan, and my husband said he had actually saw like a bit of that and then just forgot about it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, shoot, let's get started, because I just discovered, don't laugh at me, I discovered Breaking Bad and I love it. So that's one of the shows that we've added to our Monday night regimen. So Mondays nights, if you guys don't know, is our date night, because we work, obviously we both work, and we do want to make sure that we set time aside for ourselves. So we set Monday aside to do that. I just added double-sided tape if you guys aren't watching. It's not really a tutorial, it's come chat, but I added 3 things of double-sided tape so that can be dimensional on here. And this I added 2. So I'm going to add these flowers, or these leaves. But so I need another glue stick. So Monday nights, again, we watch all of our shows that we save throughout the week. So I was saying that, like Dynasty, and which I love Dynasty, it's really good, and Empire, and let's see, which way do I want these leaves to go? This way. Dynasty and Empire and Criminal Minds. I have personal stuff that I watch because he's not a huge Marvel fan. Like, he'll watch it if it's nothing else to watch, but I watch Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, you know, stuff like that, The Flash. So, but yeah, I was talking about that. Oh, Dexter was one of the ones that came up, and I saw Dexter. I was watching Dexter when it was actually live, not live, but you know, when it was whatever, at the beginning, I'll say. And I watched all the seasons, and I love Dexter. I absolutely love it. So if you're into, you know, it's good. I don't like too many shows like that, morbid, but he has like a heart. He's a serial killer, but he kills for a reason. He just doesn't just randomly pull up on people, but it's really good. I want to shorten these a little bit, because I don't want them hanging off the envelope like that too much. Shorten them a little bit, and this one too. But yeah, I got a lot of good things. So if you guys are watching this and you got some Netflix favorites, tell me some of the ones that you like to watch. I'll be interested in looking it up. I'm versatile. I kind of like everything. So but yeah, Monday nights we do that, and we usually will try to, that's the good thing about that is we can fast forward through some of the stuff that we saved on TV so that we miss the commercials, so we can watch more before we have to go to bed and be ready for the next work day. But we do get through quite a few shows. So but yeah, go ahead and list some of the ones that you like. If you've seen any ones that I've laid out, go ahead and do that. That'd be awesome. Give us something new to watch. I know Revenge was one of my favorites. It's gone now. It's off TV completely, or I don't know where it's at, but it's gone. So I'm going to add this skewer to the back of this Santa hat. But yeah, that was a good show. Revenge. Oh my gosh. I tried to get my kids into it before they were announcing that it was going to end, and I was like, you better watch it. So my second son was hustling to try to watch it up because he procrastinated and didn't get a chance to watch it. And then he had, like, I don't know, maybe a few days, almost a week to watch everything. And so he was like all-nighters trying to get everything down. So finally it was closing and he didn't get a chance to see like the very end, so he just asked me what happened. So I told him, but I don't know why they take stuff off. Like, they get you sucked in and then they take it away. Just like 7 seconds. Like, that was a good one season. Like, I loved it, but they took it off of Netflix. I'm just so irritated. It was with Regina King, I can't remember. But yeah, it was so good. I'm gonna cut this. I stopped right at the perfect time. Oh, that went somewhere. All right. Do I want it that high? I'm gonna cut a little bit more off, actually. Just a little bit. And then I'll measure the other one until it can be the same height. I'm just using jewelry wires. Luckily nobody's down here to get stuff shot in their eye. All right, and then that's gonna go there. So cute. I still think I can push it down some more, but we'll see. So far this part is done. That's the back. So now we can add the embellishments. So I don't know why I have an extra star here, but we're gonna cut out the flowers, and I'm gonna use these, but I'm gonna use the smaller one because flowers are my favorite thing to make. Oh no, that's a lie. Bows are my favorite thing to make. So I'm gonna use my good old hand turning machine. Even though I have a Gemini, I just always go back to this one. I don't know why, but I do. All right, so I'm gonna use this sheet here for my flowers. Let's see how we can do this. I'm gonna cut it right across, and I'm gonna do 3 layers, and I'm gonna do 4 bows. So I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna cut this row 4 times. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting these out, but like I said, I'm gonna cut, there's gonna be 3 layers, and I'm making 4 flowers. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back. Okay, so we have our bows, and we have our flowers. So, well, that one's a just defective one. So yeah, these are really easy. All I did was fold them up. They have a little perforated line in the middle, and I just literally turn them up. These are so cute. I love to use flowers. I'm addicted to flowers. I make flowers. I buy flowers. Like, they're not even. I could make more, but I mean, I can't make all the flowers that I buy. They're just too gorgeous, and I'm not that talented to make handmade flowers like that. And then I get, my hands start hurting, and I just get distracted from it. I might as well just buy them. That's what I say in my head. Unless it's a design that I really like and paper that I want to use it for, like this, to coordinate with a project or something, then yeah, of course, I'll just go ahead and make them. But yeah, pretty easy stuff. And then for my center, I'm going to do, instead of doing like a bling piece or, you know, a flat back pearl or something in the middle, I'm going to follow the glitter trend and make some centers with hot glue and diamond dust. And I'm going to use these. This one is my topper. I put a glob of glue, like a big glob of hot glue. Try to make it into a pretty circle. And then I got my little nearby spoon, and I just dip it in there, put it on top. So I really don't want the circle to deflate. So I'm just pack the glitter on top. These are so pretty. See? So pretty. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I'm just doing the tops of that, and then I'll come back and do the centers of the bows. Let's move some of this out the way before Rob steps on it. Alright, so I'm just going to layer these with some hot glue, and I'm going to offset it. I'm not pressing it down. I'm just like laying it on top and just holding it there so it can still have some dimension with the glue. I don't want it flush. So I'm kind of, yeah, I'm just kind of laying it right on top. Put another dab of glue and add the petal, the top petal that we made. And again, I'm not pressing too hard. I just wanted to make contact. And then once they dry, you can go ahead and fluff up your petals if you like. And there we go. Really cute flower. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to offset this. So we're going to make these bows real quick. And I got to poke my holes out. I don't have any of those little scrubber things that people use to get the extra bits out. I don't have one of those, which is fine. I don't mind doing it this way. And plus I saw some people were struggling with that. That's one less thing I need to struggle with. It just takes an extra minute to weed these things out. Unless you just got a whole lot of weeding to do, then you may want to consider running it through your machine a couple times or using wax paper in between your layers to help with the process. But in this case, I just used the back of this little molding pen and it's good to go. Alright, and then I'm going to do the back of the bow. So yeah, some of my favorite things to add when I'm doing a swap or an embellishment are bows and butterflies and my altered hearts. So yeah, like these are like the staple, the Scrap the World staples when I'm doing swaps. I love them. Absolutely love them. I need to start making some for myself and just keeping them in a pile somewhere, because I tend to craft with the same kind of colors, so they should match, you know, to what I'm already working on, but I can always stay like in the neutral zone. So maybe I would just use a whitewash version of this part of the paper instead of with this pink and this blue in there. Okay, there we go. Got a little stubborn one in there. All right, I'm gonna finish these and I will be back. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and make these bows. We can stick them, oops, let's take that off. I forgot to curl these, as you want them to be, you know, kind of arched. So I just literally just use the back of my bone folder and give them a pull as if you were doing like curly ribbon. And then you want to go ahead and attach it. Like that. Okay. And then I usually take the end of this tool here and then I kind of curl it around there to make those even more rounded, like really cute bows. And then I'm going to, instead, now this die, well, most dies come with the little insert piece to wrap around the bow, but ain't nobody got time for that tiny piece of paper. I don't, and it's tiny and my fingers are too wide for that. So I just save the paper that I cut the bows out of, and then I make my own little center. So I just add some glue to the back, and then I add the paper, and then I just wrap it around, just like so. And then add some glue to secure it, and then we cut off the extra. And now we can add the back. Just like so. Really easy. All right, let's do that to the other ones. If you don't have a bow die and you want to make bows, I can, I've done it with the punch board, so you can also do it that way too. I found a tutorial that Tiffany Tiffany Hagg's Morrow did. I'll link it below. If I can find it, I'll link it below because I've done it a few times. So she does have a great tutorial on that. If you don't have a bow die or a cutting machine. Either way. Alright. Same thing for this one. Add it to the back. Pattern paper facing up. Alright. This one's going to give me a problem here. Come on. There we go. And then we secure it and cut off the extra. So I'm going to do the other one and I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and package up these bows. I'm going to use this leftover paper. And I like this blue background, so I know my deer are going backwards, but it is what it is. I'm going to cut that down, and I'm going to cut down, yep, that side. Just using my scraps. Let's see here. There we go. That's going to go there. And then we can just cut off the extra. So that's for that. And then for the flowers, you can just use the extra one of that. Works perfectly. I am going to cut this little nub off. Alright. So we need some bags. Using some clear bags here. And I'm going to pop these up on a dimension so that when the recipient gets them, they can just apply it to their project. So I'm just using some circle foam dots. And I'm going to add some hot glue to the back without taking off the foam dot backing, so it doesn't ruin their ability to add it to a project. So I'm just going to add that. It's enough for it to stay on here while you put it in your bag. Unless you have some repositionable glue dots, those work well too. I'll put this right in this bag. These bags again are linked down below in the description box. And I'm going to leave a little bit of room here for the topper. Look how stinking cute that is. Really pretty. Okay, and then these, make sure they'll fit. I'm going to do the same thing. Actually, I'm going to add smaller dots to this. Oh, forgot to add the middle. We need some bling on here. So I'm going to hot glue this whole center section. So I'm just taking the hot glue and I'm smearing it right in the middle. Okay. And then this last one. Oh, darn it. Alright. I'm going to put this back in my jar. Alright, I'm going to use these dimensionals on the back, right in the center. I get these from Tuesday Morning. When they have them, I try to grab a couple. They're $1.99. And you get a lot. They're by Sticky Thumb. Or there we go. You get 275. Really good deal. Now we can add these bows to this. And again, I'm just adding a dab of hot glue to the back of the foam dot without taking off the sticky back. Okay. And then we can add this to the bag. And I'm going to leave again a little bit of room at the top for the topper. So there's 2 of our packages. Alright, I'm going to use some of this paper, just a little bit, to serve as like just a background. Actually, I'm going to go this way. Let's get these juicy bits. To serve as a background for my sequence, so I can package it up really cute. Alright. So again, I'm going to get my bag. And I've just collected a little bit of a sequence mixture. This I'm going to cut. If you guys remember, you can cut this over a little bit, and then you can tape it. That way it's not so bulky in your projects. I'm just going to tape this. Some clear tape, or you can use washi tape. Cut this extra off, and then this is going to fold down. I'm actually going to cut all of this this extra piece off right here to reduce the bulk. There we go. And I'm just going to add some a glitter mix to this right now. I'm going to close this all the way. I don't want any gaps in this mix because it will spill. Look how pretty that is. And to this, I'm just going to add the potion bottle sort of topper. I got this card in a swap as well, and I'm just going to use it as a topper here. Fold this over. Oh my gosh, I have just the jiggliest fingers today. Butterfingers. Alright. Added some hot glue to the front and back. There's my topper. How cute is that silver paper? And then I'm going to add this to that. Really pretty. Okay. We're going to do the same thing to this. I'm going to add some toppers. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to add a dimensional 2. This to the top. Cute. Alright. And get some bows. That was lazy. I do understand. I understand that completely and fully. Okay. I am getting ready for, well, not getting ready because I'm down here crafting, but I'm doing, having a dinner party today, or I'm invited to a dinner party today, although I'm not sure how this works. A potluck dinner party, that's something new to me, because you come to the dinner party and everybody brings an appetizer or a drink, or you know, it's all assigned. So I'm assigned to 2 appetizers because me and Robert are going, and I have to go make them. So yeah, that's what I keep thinking about, like, did I get enough stuff, did I, you know. So that's that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other set of flowers. Alright, so I went ahead and finished cutting out the rest of the die cuts, and this is going to go, I added the star for the topper, and it's all going to go into the envelope now, and we're ready to be done. See how easy that was? I'm going to put that back in here, just like so. And then we got the first set of flowers, and then the second set of flowers, and the bows, and the sequins. Put the sequins in the back. And then I got this cute little candy cane. And then we have our star and our Santa picks. And let's not forget our little deer guy. Click. Well, we are done. I'm going to take my extra little polar bear, and then I'm just going to write my just created by me. And then stick it on the back. So the recipient, they'll know, because I mean I'm going to put my name on the card, but they can have it. There we go. Super cute. Super cute. All right. So there we are. The pocket is all done. Thank you guys all so very much for watching. If you stayed through to the whole time, I appreciate it. Let me know if you try this at home. Really quick, really easy to do with this digital paper, or any paper if you like, but definitely check out Lace Boutique 1 for this gentle winter paper, and definitely check out the Cutting Cafe, Regina's Christmas photo booth props. All right, I will see you guys next time. Like video, share video, comment on the video. I appreciate it all. All right, I will see you next time. Bye.